Hello and welcome to the Must Play podcast. We are the Must Players. We're here every week to guide you through your journey toward the latest in tech news, video game news, reviews, as well as anything that we like in the film space. Frankly, anything we want to talk about. Julian Price is next to me. Hey, Jules.
You really should have introduced us like Must Play Up Late. And like, this is the disco.
Yeah, it's not bad, actually. We've got a new lighting rig, courtesy of...
Nanoleaf technology, that's what it is. So
I love it.
We've been given this little thing to play around with.
It lights up our laptops and makes everything look a little fancy.
It is a little funky.
And like a year 10 disco. Which also
No,
works
you
for
said
me.
it was like John Travolta.
Saturday Night Fever. Yeah, all right, we got there, but that's fine. And Fish
Hello.
is here 2 weeks after having a kid. How are you, Fish?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I can imagine
Did
that.
he have the kid?
I didn't have the kid. Beck had the kid. I held her hand.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, well, that's a
Try hard.
very 21st century man.
You know. We do our
nice.
part.
Can I just
Exactly.
mention before we get into it, we've got 3 prize packs to give away tonight.
We do. And we have been running a competition across our Facebook, our Instagram, as well as our live show. That's how we're going to be running it. So, Jules, I mean, do we want to basically have... Oh, well, let's let people know what the prize pack is first.
Yeah, okay, so we've got...
They're all behind us, so we're going to have to get up.
No.
Do you want to give that to Meso?
Is this a travel bag or a pencil
Got the
case?
pencil case.
So we have the Toy Story 4, that's the pencil case.
Yeah, apparently. Supposedly.
This is the travel bag,
Purportedly.
which comes with the eye masks. Obviously, a copy of Toy Story 4 on Blu-ray, 2-disc Blu-ray. Excuse me? Did you enter this competition?
I tried.
And we've got these Toy Story 4 stress balls in
Yeah.
4 colours.
If ever you needed not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 stress balls, do we have the pack for you? This way the entire family can take out its angst against each other in a fun, colourful ball form.
Colour coordination.
That's the way you want it to be.
Anyway, we had dozens of entries on our Facebook page, which we'll pick a winner sometime during the show.
Yes?
But we have another to give away on the live stream tonight. So if you'd like to win, let us know in the comments. And surely it's going to be as easy as that.
Absolutely. Well, we did run 2 prize packs on Facebook and Instagram. Do we already have an idea as to who our winners are going to be from there? No, not
No,
yet.
I'm going to pick it live.
All right, you basically have to share and comment. And we're going to run this a little bit differently during the live show. So what do we go with? Do we go pencil case v... Do we do the classic poll? Because I think that's what got people fired up last week. I really want to talk about which of these 2 do you believe to be the pencil case?
I think you're the only one who wants to talk about it.
Absolutely, because I need to be proven right.
Mark, can we talk about something much more important?
Yes.
Our Uber Eats is here. He's here.
Is it here?
Uber's here.
Okay. Well,
It's
the
only
reason that
taken
we
like
were
an
a
hour
little
and a
bit
half.
slow to start is because this Uber driver has been circling Port Melbourne for 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Mm-hmm. I don't know how long it's going to take to deliver Mexican in the next 5 years.
Is
but
it rude to
frankly,
eat on the show?
if my tortillas are soggy, I'm going to be very upset.
They're gonna be. Well, can we name and shame this guy?
Absolutely.
What's his
Well, he's
name?
got the most popular name in the world.
Yeah,
Mohammed.
Mohammed,
According to
we're
McLovin.
coming for you, all right?
It's the
Must
most
Play has
popular.
labelled you a don't play, all right?
Yeah, we
no,
can't even
no
track
play
that.
for Mohammed.
Can't even track him down.
We haven't even discussed what we're eating tonight, frankly. So we're going to be sitting here
Tonight,
crunching away.
I'm eating.
Yeah.
Is that the ad?
No,
Oh
that's
yeah, the Uber.
Yeah, it is.
Uber Eats.
We are not sponsored by
Tonight, I'll be eating. Eventually, I think it was Mexican.
Yeah,
Did
we
you
got
Just
get
to-
Mexican?
chimichurri, we got nachos, we got quesadillas.
Man.
just to prove to everyone that we're not sponsored by Uber. Has anyone been able to get that menu log jingle out of their head?
What's the jingle?
The first time I heard it, I thought this is the dumbest jingle ever. It makes no sense. It's like,
But it's-
did somebody say menu log? And I'm like, it's too long. There's too many weird words. It doesn't rhyme, and it sucks. And now it's just stuck in my
Jeff's
head.
gone out the front, but
better
this guy's
did
not
its
even
job.
here. He's halfway up the road.
Anyway,
Mohammed!
Jeff's gonna get it. The
Anyway.
live tracker app. Have faith. All right.
All right.
He should have taken
So
my
we're getting
phone.
hangry, guys, and that's why we haven't actually started the show.
Yes.
So we should start
It's
talking
been
about
on-
things.
It's 8 o'clock at night, we haven't eaten.
We have plenty to talk about. Meso hasn't hit start recording, so the entire show is stuffed anyway. And we're going to be starting on the one and
worry.
only Pixel... No, my God. See, this is what happens when I don't have the rundown in front of me. We're going to be starting on the thing that I've got printed across my chest. The new
I'm surprised, I'm not wearing it.
Star Wars trailer dropped... Was it yesterday? 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
Oh my God. what a whirlwind it has been. Meso's going to have to play this 3 or 4 times,
This is the final trailer for episode 9.
Yes. A lot of nerds had to sit through a football game to watch this, so you know that they were dedicated.
Right, so the trailer starts. It's Ray running through a forest-like area. Oh, come on.
Meso,
doesn't
get
wanna
out of the
see
room.
it.
If you don't want to know
Meso-
about it, get out of the room. Look, ultimately, we're not going to go in depth with the trailer. If you want to find analyses, you can do that. But there are some really heartfelt moments in this, Dave. I mean, you just watched it. What's your gut reaction?
Man, I am loving it.
Yeah.
For one, I love what they've done with the music. Meso, you didn't like it, but they've slowed down the. It
feels epic. It does feel epic.
I was just like, oh! And then you've got things. Oh, the ube! It's here. Food's here.
Thanks, Joe.
Obviously, Leia, hugging Rey. That's a big thing. There's some epic set pieces going on. We're hearing Palpatine talk a lot. Oh my god, I just can't wait.
So many ships.
Yeah, so
Like
many
that
ships.
one scene, I feel like we're going to get like an Avengers.
the
Oh,
ghost.
it's right there. I feel like we're going to get like an Avengers level fight. At
Yeah,
the
like
end.
the final fight.
I saw some
situation,
comments
yeah.
on Reddit, and people were like, starships appear, and then it just says, on
I
your
love
left.
this little thing. I love that little creature that's working on C-3PO.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's like, last time I'm looking at my friends. Oh
I
my
know.
God. The saga ends, guys. The saga ends.
I feel like it's not going to be, even though episode 8 took it in a very different direction, that's not going to be continued here. This is wrapping up the entire 9 movies.
Well, this is why they brought JJ back. They wanted to come back on track. I think, like Disney loved what Rian Johnson did.
I loved what he did too.
It was pretty divided with fans, but and he's going to get his own trilogy. Is that still happening? I don't know. I haven't really
so.
heard
It's
much
meant to
about
be
that.
happening.
But
There's gonna be a lot of Star
obviously,
Wars.
if you want to end the Skywalker saga, you need to keep it in the realm. And this looks very much in the realm. This looks epic. This looks like it's going to be a fantastic finale. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So it's about to end, so if you wouldn't mind hitting replay, I don't know if we've got it on loop. We would just want to see it again, if that's all right, because we're going to talk about it for a little while.
He
I just
looks
want to
a bit
say,
sad about it.
this as a trailer, and I know it is frustrating because I feel like it was a very spoilery trailer. They haven't given away anything in terms of story beats, but I feel like we've seen a lot.
You see, like I say, you see all the set pieces.
But what's
I'm
great
gonna
about
say,
this
like,
trailer is we don't know what's happening at all. We
I
don't
agree.
know why they're doing any of this, which is, I mean, it's a good trailer in my opinion.
It is,
Don't
but I
give
just
too much away.
wish, that great, and we don't know what else is in the film, so it's very easy to judge, or it's hard to judge.
Well,
now.
it's 155 minutes long, so there's a
Really?
lot to keep inside that movie.
Okay.
It is the
It's a
longest Star Wars
huge
film.
movie.
By
Still shy
fif-
of 3 hours.
by 15
Yeah.
minutes.
So, we very much may not be seeing all of the film here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't see another glimpse of the Sith Ray. Epic shot, by the way. I love the water more than I love the lava. I think, I don't know what it is about water tech that they've been able to perfect it in computers, but it looks so good. It was all done on a green screen, but
Totally.
it just looks so realistic.
The one
Yeah.
thing I love, the Anakin Obi-Wan fight at the end of Revenge of the Sith was just lava everywhere. And now the Kylo Ray fight is water, everywhere.
The opposite element. Is that? I don't know.
Sorry, is that too much?
It's like a Pokemon battle. Right. We're going to be talking about Pokemon in a
We'll
second.
get to that. We'll get to
But
that.
before we do, just really quick, general thoughts. Tickets are on sale. Have you already bought your tickets?
Yeah, I bought my tickets.
You're going to wait, hopefully.
I'm just going to go.
Yeah, I'm going to go too. Although I do want to see it in IMAX, so I will probably buy tickets if they're available.
They're probably already sold out.
Yeah,
It was
I
like
didn't
no, no.
even. I
this
didn't
beat
even
the
dance
record.
with
It beat Avengers for fastest selling tickets.
You're kidding me.
Really? Wow!
This is gonna
I
be-
didn't expect that.
This is going to be Disney's biggest year ever. I don't know how they're going to match it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, by the way, great to see Billy D in the cockpit of
yeah.
the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know what's going on. Are they riding like a cavalry on top of a Star Destroyer?
Yeah, this fight is going to be epic.
I don't understand. Like, isn't there no oxygen out there?
Probably in the sky, not in space.
Nah, they're in
Yeah.
space, mate.
Could just be night.
There'd still be. All right, space does look a bit like night. You are right. Okay. Look, I think it's great. I'm happy that we're gonna have the next month and a half to just go Star Wars bananas between
Yeah.
the new video game, The Mandalorian, and then this. We're gonna
It's,
go. They're going out with a bang.
It's
It's
starting.
fun.
You can always feel it as it's starting to get these days. Anyway, it's starting to get hot. That means Christmas is coming, and that means Star Wars. And I'm very excited
Yeah.
because every Christmas is now Star Wars for me. And
It's so frustrating when I listen to American podcasts or American reviews and they're like, oh, it's going to be the peak of winter. We're going to have to rug up and go to the theater. And I'm like, mate, It was 33 degrees today.
You just got
We'll be there in
Cinema
pluggers.
has aircon.
No, I just want to say, I think that I was saying to you after, because I only just watched it before the podcast. That's probably the best trailer I've seen in a long time. Like, it takes a lot to get me excited these days, and it's Star Wars. I was already excited, but that got me bloody excited.
I feel like I went from not 0 to 100, but there's been so much Star Wars stuff with like the Force. What's it called? What's the game? Jedi. What's the
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. Oh my god! I was thinking about the one that they just re-released from the PlayStation, as well as the Mandalorian. It's sort of become lost. It's not just the one Star Wars thing we're looking forward to. So it's good to know that it's
But
I
this
agree.
puts it back on the map, right? This is
Absolutely.
like, okay, this is the tent pole. Like, Mandalorian, hey, that looks pretty cool. This looks epic.
Yes. Now, Jules, before we move on to talking about how giant Pokemon are ruining everything, do you want to do you have a challenge for us?
I do have a challenge.
All right. I'm ready.
It's
Whenever-
not like a Forky challenge, but you need to warm up your fingers.
Oh God.
So this is off the back of a contest that Lucasfilm are doing with this charity group called First. It's their Force for Change initiative.
Okay.
They've basically put the feelers out to the world, except Australia, and said,
Because we don't count.
design us a droid, and that droid, if chosen, will feature in an upcoming Star Wars project.
Okay.
So everyone can get their pens out, draw it on a napkin. They've actually said you could draw it on a napkin if you want. We don't care the format because BB-8 was designed on a napkin, so you can compare it to that.
Okay.
So I want us, in 1 minute, to draw the best droid we can
Oh, gosh.
on pen and paper. Don't look up droids.
No. I'm not looking up droids at all. I'm
How
getting,
to draw
I'm getting
droids.
an inspiration. Okay. Hold on. Just don't look at my screen.
I got a manila folder.
All right. You got a Manila folder.
Yeah.
What is in said Manila folder?
3 pieces of paper.
Manila.
Oh, I came prepared. Oh, do you want to draw 2?
Meso should draw.
I've got heaps.
Meso's got a piece of paper, so he's basically in already. All right. Great.
I don't have a
Must
pen.
Plays
for it.
droid drawing contest
Oh, yeah.
2019. It's going to be an annual event.
All right.
I'm going to put these up after the show, and you can choose a winner.
All right.
Can I have a pen?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be the Sith, obviously. All right. So if you don't know what we're doing and you're just tuning in now, we basically have to design our own droid for Star Wars. Jules has given us a piece of paper.
gonna
We
put a
have
clock
how
on.
many minutes on the clock?
1 minute.
1 minute. That's too many minutes.
It's 1 minute.
By the way, I love that you've got name in there.
It's too many minutes then.
Yeah, because remember last time we're like, is that my Forky? Is that your Forky?
No, we always knew whose Forky was what. I've written my full name because that's just how I live. And we don't want it to confuse me with any other mark.
Okay, I'm going to write
Now,
my name
are we
too.
ready?
Hold on. Did you write? Oh, you wrote fish.
written my name.
Fish is like all of 3 seconds. I need an extra 30.
Alright, I haven't
to
even
write
thought
mine.
about what I'm going to be doing.
All right,
All right, ready?
go.
Oh,
All right,
We going?
yep.
done. All right. Now, inspiration for Star Wars droids, a lot of the time they talk about it needs to have a very, very, very recognizable silhouette. So I've gone basic.
And mine's
I
not
don't
that
think
at
of
all. then.
anything.
Mine is not recognizable and it looks stupid, but it'll be functional.
Oh my god. You know it's really hard when you're trying to draw like light? How do you make a person look like a person? Give him a hat. Okay. Done.
Still got 15 seconds.
15.
Can I borrow your red pen?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Arts and crafts on Must Play is what we do best. I know we talk about, you know, the latest tech and video game and movie news, but really it's all about the drawing and it's all about the arts and crafts. So, oh my god, could you get any more basic?
I just couldn't think.
What is yours, a snowman?
I played on the whole ball droid.
Alright. Sounds good.
That's terrible.
Alright, let me see yours.
Meso.
No, what's Meso got? Meso the best, Santo Boo. Alright, great. Also, why have you drawn 2 of the same thing?
Are they brothers?
They're twins. Anyway, so Jules, I'll get you to hand them up to me so we can explain first and foremost. This is Meso's, just so... God, can you even see that? Oh my god, where am I?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it looks like a polygon from a Pokemon.
It does.
Okay.
A
That's
Porygon.
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 A Porygon. A Porygon.
This is Jules's,
Oh.
which, if you can see, it looks like literally a snowman.
Oh, the snowman.
Basically Olaf from Frozen. He looks that way on
He does
screen
not
times.
have a. He's gone. Yeah, I have one.
Fish has gone for, oh my god, this is a mech you would see in like a Transformers film,
Yeah.
or potentially a Power
Street
Like I said-
3PO.
It's a street sweeper.
That's awesome. Where's mine? Alright,
That's what I was saying. Mine doesn't really feel like
Yeah.
a Star Wars silhouette.
drawing is not impressive, alright?
What is this?
Now hold on. It's got a recognizable, it's a donut, right? Where it's got a hologram portal in the middle, so we can like conjure different people.
It looks
Oh.
like a taking a poo on a trampoline.
It does, yeah. A bloke taking a poo on the trampoline. is about what I was
Recognizable
going for.
silhouette.
Irrelevant. Not as recognizable as Street 3PO, but we'll take
A
it.
bloke taking a poo on a trampoline.
Now, at what point do we wonder when I get to eat Mexican?
You can go.
No, I think we're doing it.
We do it after the show. My God, it's
It's
gonna
gonna get messy.
It's
it's gonna
actual
get cold.
cold.
On a scale of like other foods, I think cold Mexican is probably one of the more acceptable. It doesn't hit quite cold pizza
Where does it
status,
sit next? Yeah, so I was just gonna say.
but you know, it's Mexican's a lot of like tomato and onion. You can have that as a salad anyway. Anywho, depends on what Jules bought as well.
We'll see what's on.
If it's
on
cold
offer.
burrito, I'm not going to be happy.
No, the
Have to nick
quesadillas
that.
might be a bit soggy.
Ooh, quesadilla, soggy quesadilla.
Talking about soggy things, giant Pokemon.
Giant Pokemon. Meso, roll the footage. Now, we knew that there were going to be big Pokemon in the new Sword and Shield, which came out on, I think it's November 15, so it's not all that far away, which is, you know, huge news for anyone who likes Pokemon 1 and anyone
Gigantamax.
who wants to play like a first generation, like a new generation in HD. The wild area looks cool. I'm actually quite keen to give this a go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But
This just. I'm
Look.
confused.
look, they've got a couple of Pokemon will have specific big forms, like Gigantamax Pikachu.
Gigantamax.
What is going on? Like, we're all confused. And, like, if you haven't
Pokemon
played...
kind of lost me when they introduced the Mega Evolution thing.
Nah, that was cool.
I think they just took it too far.
Was the what?
Nah, Mega Charizard was badass.
But is it? Yeah.
Disagree.
To me, I'm just like, why do we need giant versions of existing Pokemon? Why not just have like a bunch of actual giant Pokemon? Like Onyx was giant.
I know,
know?
yes, that's a very good point, Fish.
It
Like
is
you have
weird.
have like, you know, numbers, whatever number we're up to, like 1012 to 1020. The giant Pokemon.
And it's not just giant Pokemon. They're doing like giant long Pokemon as well. Like,
That
have you seen that
Charizard.
Meowth that they brought
yeah.
out?
So Charizard looks badass.
that's
Like, he's
pretty
got, like,
cool.
flame
I do like
wings.
that.
Awesome, right? Like, they always nail Charizard. I feel like that's the first one they designed. They put the most effort into that.
Couldn't they just make that an extra evolution of Charmander? Like make that the one above Charizard?
Like a mega evolution.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's essentially what they've done. But I think because they wanted to have these stadium battles, they've gone big. But it's not for every Pokemon, I would assume. So, like, why is Butterfree picked?
Yeah, Butterfree.
So
Mothra,
weird.
man. Mothra.
Yeah, I
You're
think that's
playing
what they've
as
gone
Mothra
for.
fans.
I wonder if like you can just in any battle go giant and then versus just like a normal Pokemon.
Well, is that what's happening?
Do you
here?
just go?
Well, I think they have very select moves. Like, they can only do a move that has, like, an area effect. Because we already know that the giant Pokemon are going to have, like, raid battle.
Yeah, that's the Meowth I was talking about. Why is he so long?
It makes no sense. It looks terrible.
Actually, kind of like that. That's so weird. I like it.
Arm wave.
Yeah.
Two man.
The thing that gets me is that they've obviously animated in clouds that go around his waist. So to make him look big, they've animated clouds as though he's like a tall dude.
Yeah, he's in the clouds.
Oh yeah, he's got his
that's right.
own clouds or bo.
He's got his own weather formation.
But anyway, it comes out November 15. If you're interested in Pokemon, I don't know how big the news was for you. I just want to see what the evolutions of the starters are. My God, it's like less than a month away. Give it to me now. I need to know what that Sobble evolves into before I pick the lamest Pokemon ever. Because he already looks like a dweeby tadpole.
Oh, face it, we always pick the fire one, don't we?
I'm
Nah.
water. I'm water all the way.
Yeah, I started on water,
Squirtle,
and
Squirtle.
I've recently picked the one that becomes Decidueye in the last one, in Sun and Moon. So there was grass. So I'm thinking about going water, but it just looks like lame, like a lame,
Yeah, but the lamer
depressed
they
Pokemon.
are, generally the lamer they look, the better they are. When it's like Magikarp, you know, he turns into
true.
Gyarados.
That is true.
Completely different topic, but we've spoken about one movie, one video game. Time to talk a little bit of tech. Google sent me this last week, which is the brand new Pixel 4 XL. I did a review, which was originally up on 9news.com.au. You can now find it at mustplay.net.au. You'd prefer if you go there. Joking. But not really. I compared a lot of its features, and I gotta say, it's bloody good. Like, I don't know... you're both iPhone users,
Yeah.
so I know it's a bit different. But on Android, I was still really heavily using all of Google's apps. And I just found that on my Samsung, particularly with things like the Assistant, because they wanted Bixby, their own assistant, to be the primo one, it was always like Google's was competing with it. In this, it's all Google all the way, and it's so quick, it's so responsive, even though it has much less RAM as opposed to, like, it's only got 6 gigabytes of RAM in it compared to 12 in the Galaxy Note Plus, which is what I compared it to. Thank you, Google. But it is really, really good at, I suppose, punching above its weight, because its price is so much cheaper. It's $420 cheaper for the XL than it is for the Note 10 Plus. So
And isn't the standard Pixel 4 only like $1,000 anyway?
it is
Yeah, that's
$1,049. So
Yeah.
especially when the new iPhone 11 Pro Maxes have come out and they're over $2,000
Yeah.
pretty much,
Yeah.
to know that there is still an option that you can go for, which is reasonably priced, I'd say, for a phone, how much we use them this day and age. You don't want to go for the super cheap ones, but if you wanted a middle range one, it's really good, and it delivers. And it's also got radar in it, which I don't know if
This was the one we were talking about last week.
It
right?
was,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So yeah, it had some cool features.
It did.
From what I saw, yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that you can... I'm talking about it right now in terms of motion and all the rest. Is really good, and I know this is a stupid thing to mention, because when I saw that radar was announced for it, I thought,
yeah.
who cares? Like, how is this going to work in practice? But the best use for it that I can find is that it senses your hand before you've touched the phone. So when you go to unlock it, it's supposedly got this lightning fast face unlock, and because it senses your hand, like it's already looking for your face before
Yeah.
you've touched the phone.
So it's just opening for you before,
Yeah.
And is it, from what we talked about last week, when you walk away, it locks, right?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
I think there is that element. I think I've
Okay.
turned that off.
Right.
But anyway, it's really cool. The camera's great on it as well. So if you are looking for a good camera, I think the portraits on this are better than they were on the Samsung Note 10 Plus, which does everything digitally, whereas this still has the two cameras that blends the photos together. And yeah, look,
Oh, look at you.
it's fine. I had a bit of fun with it, but that little gimmicky stuff with the S Pen on the Note 10 it's a gimmick to me.
Yeah.
I actually really got into writing a lot of my texts and my emails. I actually found that really handy, but
All right.
in terms of other stuff, it was pretty bare bones. So
Cool.
that's my review. Check it out on mustplay.net.au for a much more longer form one. Jules, before we get into the quick headlines, do you want to run through what the prize pack is again for our
Yeah,
viewers
sure.
and how they can win it while I
So
slash go
there's
to the
still a-
bathroom?
So there's still a chance for you to take home this prize pack. We do have a Facebook winner, which I'll announce when Mark gets back. But we still have 2 more to give away. So if you'd like to win this prize, let us know in the comments on Facebook or YouTube, or Twitch if you're on Twitch. And yeah, we'll pick a winner tonight. But yes, you get a copy of the Blu-ray, 2-disc Blu-ray, which is pretty good. All the special features.
Yeah, I'm keen. I actually want that Blu-ray so very bad.
Well, if no one enters, you can have it.
Everyone, nobody's not going to enter. Nobody
We
doesn't
have our
want that.
pencil case and our travel bag, and we have our stress balls. We should probably
Well,
bring,
should we?
Bunny into shot a little bit.
There he is. Hey, Bunt, you can kind of see him. Toy Story. Well, while Mark's urinating, should we should we announce the winner? Like, what else are we going to talk about?
Well, he's going to be
That's
so disappointed to find out that I've announced the winner on without him.
Well, you know, he left, so let's do
Here
it.
you go.
We're about to announce the winner, Sano.
we'll-
Hurry!
And the winner
We'll announce our
please.
our Facebook competition, our like and share winner, which is Peter Newsom.
Woo! Big
We should
Pete.
also emphasise it's Peter with an A, so it's likely a woman.
Yes, it is a woman.
Fantastic.
Yes, so congratulations,
Ah.
Peter.
Congratulations,
Awesome.
Send
Peter.
us a
Thank
message
you.
and we'll send out your prize.
You. Enjoy.
Was that for today, or
Blu-ray.
was
That
it
was on the Facebook competition.
That was
Oh, it was the
Facebook
Facebook
comp.
competition. Congratulations, Peter. Do we know who won the Facebook and Instagram competitions?
No, we haven't picked them yet.
Okay, is that later in the show?
Well, sorry, there's 2 Facebook ones because technically there's.
Sorry, I
the
just
Face-
ran up the stairs. I'm very exhausted. Yeah, I'm good.
Did you drink
Very
it?
unfit. It's all this great Moondog lager that I can't stop drinking.
So Peter has won our like and share competition on Facebook.
Yep,
We're still going to give away one on the live stream
yep.
and then one from our Instagram
All
tonight.
right, good to know. Now, do we want to run through these really quick stories? I'm going to get you to start, Julesy. What is Google's quantum computer?
Well, Google, they say that they've created a computer that is known as a quantum computer, which is the ultimate tier of computers, it seems.
Yeah.
It was just in a report.
According to Avengers, at least. Anything with quantum in it, it's just the best.
But yeah, it basically spits on supercomputers, and yeah, this is definitely the way of the future. But we haven't really
Why you
seen
get the pixel.
we haven't seen much more other than a journal that came out from Google.
Yeah.
So I'll be very interested to see where quantum computing goes. But if they reckon they've done it,
Early days, but very, very exciting. Fish, you're a Fallout player. What are they trying to price gouge us for in 76 right now?
Well, I don't really know. I haven't actually read the article myself.
Great.
But they're
We're in
asking
score.
for a subscription fee from the sounds of things, which sounds stupid. And I think Bethesda keeps screwing up with this game.
yeah. So basically,
what is the idea?
what they've said is you can pay a subscription fee each month of about $13.
Yeah.
And which is over $100 a year to play this game, and you can access private servers and play more.
So can you still play free how you can play now?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're offering
But
more.
I just don't think there's much in this subscription service to warrant.
Yeah, it's your own server.
Yeah, empty.
Yeah.
I guess for the really hardcore
well, okay,
players,
well, that's- yeah.
it just doesn't seem
Yeah.
like something that many people are going to sign up for.
I'm sure there's got to be
It could
some.
proven wrong.
Can we? Most loyal supporters are mad at Bethesda over its new subscription service, is what IGN's link is saying here.
Yes.
So it's yeah, that's an interesting choice. They keep, like I said, they keep making bad choices with this game. I still really liked it. I love Fallout as much as it. If you can still play the way you can play now, I've got no problem with it. Like, if you really want to subscribe, that's your thing.
Yeah.
But also, Jared Leto won't be playing the Joker anymore, which takes
Well-
my theories way out. I was hoping he was going to turn up in Birds of Prey.
Well, we know that he had a little hissy fit
Yeah.
once he found out that
Well,
it was
they
going to make a Joker movie that didn't involve him, because he thought he should be promised his own
Well, the
sequel.
reports say that
Absolutely
he
he
was
should
basically
have.
trying to shut down the film.
Yeah, well, I mean, there were a
Trying to
lot of
use his
those
Hollywood
rumors.
power to do that.
Well, it
but-
sounds like he didn't know anything about it and found out about it after it was actually
Well,
happening.
I guess if you're playing the Joker, and then you hear, wait, there's a movie about the Joker, and I'm not playing it.
Totally. It's like another guy playing Batman when Ben Affleck was playing him. It would just be a weird sort of, like...
It is odd. Look,
You do one at a time.
mind you, it is very much its own thing. Like, I don't think anyone's
is.
getting him confused.
But no, I think it was from when it first got announced. People were confused. They were like, "Hold on, is Phoenix taking over for Leto, and is this part of is this a sequel to Suicide Squad?" It wasn't really
But now that we've
obvious.
seen it,
but now it's out.
Yeah.
and still, but it could get very diluted and confusing to have two Jokers running at the same time.
But they're not going to run because, Joaquin Phoenix's was a sprint. It's happened.
Yeah.
It's over. We
Yeah.
love it. Give him an Oscar and then we move on.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
true.
Whereas, with Leto, he just sounds like a bit of a child, like a little immature, saying, this comes from the Hollywood Reporter, saying that he felt alienated and upset over the new R-rated Joker film, believing he would get his own solo project. And even though the film never meant to star Leto's Joker, because it was always a separate
it's its own thing.
he felt as though his agents should have both told him about the film sooner and also fought harder for his version of the Joker to get his own movie.
Which I agree. I totally agree with that. Like going back to when it first was announced, I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And now we've seen it, and it's a brilliant film, and I'm glad.
I saw it.
I'm sad. Liked it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved
Okay. I don't want to imagine a world without that movie in it, but it is messy. It's a weird thing that DC and Warner Brothers have done
Yeah.
with it. And I'm devastated because I loved Jared Leto.
I
as
did too.
as
The
Joker.
thing that annoys me is that, again, I feel like his potential was robbed because whoever
Yeah.
wrote Suicide Squad didn't.
Yeah.
They missed the power triangle. It was right there for the taking. Joker wants Harley. Harley is wanted by that mystical being thing,
Yeah.
and the mystical being wants the heart. So you need to give the heart to Joker, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden they've got this power dynamic, which is fantastic.
Well, the better version of Suicide Squad was the extended version, which had more Harley and Joker in
Yeah.
it, and it was kind of.
I've never seen
I was
it.
all like, "Come on, let's get the Harley Quinn Joker movie," and now we're not going to get it, which is unfortunate.
And just finally, Julesy, Facebook is doing news in a slightly different way.
Yeah, so-
not really, but they're going to add a news tab.
Well, recently, only in the last few months, they introduced this Facebook Watch service. So a bunch of news organisations across the world, not just Australia, now do their own broadcast live on Facebook. And now there's reports that Facebook are going to introduce a news-specific tab. You know, you open up your app and you
Like you go
you've
to
got your
Marketplace and groups,
but you're
yeah.
going to have a news section, so you can go straight there to get your news.
So does this mean that news will not take up our feeds anymore?
I can't imagine that
Probably
be the case.
No, I think the original live feed, the feed is still going to be the feed. You get a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But it's if you purely want news, you can go there, which is interesting because they did put out an article 2 days ago, which they published on their own website, which I thought was really interesting. It had to do with all the changes they're making to the Facebook platform and removing these political influencer groups who are not necessarily the correct identities that they're purporting to be. And they said that so they removed 4 inauthentic political influencer networks from Facebook that morning and 50 in the past year. 3 of them originated in Iran and 1 in Russia. These are the 4. They targeted the US, North Africa, and Latin America. So it's amazing the influence that it's got, one, and where they're coming from. I thought that was really interesting too. So they are doing a lot to try and shake up that platform and make it a little bit more, I want to say, democratically friendly. Because even though it is the ultimate democracy, having everyone have their say, we know that through Cambridge Analytica and all the rest, it has been harnessed in the past using our data for influence. I won't say for negative influence. It's just,
Influence, yeah.
you know, you got to use the tools at your disposal, and they used it much better.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really, really interesting. It's Facebook is a bit of a weird one. I feel like there's a lot of I don't want to say resentment building toward Facebook, just generally speaking. I still use it every single day, but I feel like because it is so dominant, it's the easy one to take the pot shots at.
Yeah, totally.
So it's always going to suffer in that domain, whereas Twitter always cops it for just like letting anyone say anything in 140 characters, well, 200 and whatever they've raised it to.
When I asked the question, he wonders if we're going to be able to edit what kind of news we can see. I wonder if there will
Yeah,
be some
see,
sort of
that's-
settings when we can say, hey, I don't want to see any news from this country. Or, you
Well,
know, like,
I wonder if it, because surely it takes the algorithm into effect. Like, you know, like you and me, or all of us are going to get Star Wars news and stuff like that. I would think, like, my feed would be mainly entertainment. I would
See,
assume.
I actually think it's going to be more traditional news
It
sources.
is.
That's what I read it as, but I would be interested to know how they blend things, like say from CNET or IGN or Kotaku or whatever,
Yeah.
in with, you know, your 9 News,
Among-
your 7
yeah,
News,
yeah.
your 10 and the
Which,
rest.
and look, it's not a bad idea because I feel a lot of people these days get their news from Facebook and social media outlets. So to be able to get the news that you want, and if they are going to filter it and, you know, have a certain quality about it, that I think it's cool.
Yep,
Yeah.
me too.
yeah, I think it's good.
We've already given out our winner of the Disney prize pack, being Peter Newsome.
Newsome.
Oh my god, I can't even read. It's
Sorry,
been a
I
long
did put
day.
it in very small font there.
Yeah, why is
You
that
are
font
getting
Why is it so much
small?
smaller than the rest?
It's been a long day. I've been
Yeah.
up since 6. My
Haven't
God.
eaten our burritos, man. Come on.
Yeah, my God, the burrito's waiting. So let's just blast through this last bit, which is basically what we've been playing this week. Fish, I know you got a bub. How is that technique you perfected last week?
Yeah, it's still going hard.
Working out for it,
I've been going actually really hard. I mentioned it last week, playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I think I'm just about finished it because I've had a
Sensational.
lot of time, and I'm still going hard on my October Halloween horror movie challenge.
So
It's
how
like
much
31
challenge?
movies, 31 days.
So have you watched 25 films?
Is it what's the date today?
Well, you were one ahead
Yeah,
last
yeah.
week.
So I'm still one ahead. 25 films in.
Lovely.
I watched 2 old Dracula movies last night
That's awesome.
from the 30s.
Speaking of movies that we've been watching, I watched that one you spoke about last week called Fractured with Sam Worthington on Netflix. Have you seen it?
No.
Whoa.
It's good, eh?
Whoa.
It's so good. It's so good.
Fractured.
Yeah,
One
it just,
of the best Netflix movies.
I
I've
tried
ever
to
seen.
predict it and I couldn't.
Yeah, I've talked to some people who reckon they could see it coming from a mile away, but the way I felt that it was structured, it's still constantly throwing so many.
Yeah.
It could be anything. And when you're like, oh, hold on, no, maybe it's this, maybe it's, and then at the end you're like, okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, and I kind of left and I didn't know how to feel.
Yeah, yeah.
It was very, very
No,
strange.
highly recommend.
And I really want to start watching that new Paul Rudd series as well.
Yeah, me too. Living with Yourself. Yeah, that
it
looks
good.
great.
Yeah.
Also, I just love Paul Rudd. So more of
I
that.
love
More Paul,
Rudd. You
please.
can't get wrong with Paul Rudd.
But I have been playing a game this week too.
Ah.
I kind of it's a bit weird for me, but I've been playing a Star Wars game.
Loser.
Which one?
Nerd.
The Force Unleashed.
Okay.
Force Unleashed.
I've kind of
You.
been playing through until the new one comes out. So
That's cool.
I'm excited for the new one. Although I gotta
When
say,
is the new one out?
Next month on the-
next month.
same day as Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the 15th.
That's
15?
Yeah,
It's gonna be a big month.
It's gonna be Star Wars.
I pre-ordered the
Yeah,
game
15th.
on Amazon, so I hope it arrives on the day because I am working that day.
Just
so
go into the
hope I can
store
just
and
get
buy,
home.
man.
Not a long time.
I gotta say, I've been super excited this week because I've not only pre-ordered Luigi's Mansion, which will come out next week on Halloween. Excellent.
Our podcast is on Halloween as well.
Exciting.
have
I'd
to
love
spook it
to
up.
play that game, but anyway, that comes out, which I've already pre-bought. I've also gotten to the point where I'm so hyped for Call of Duty. And I
Oh,
don't
wow.
even play Call of Duty games. I've
Weird.
never owned a
surprised me
Call
when
of
you
Duty
said
game.
this.
I've never played one, but I'm gonna go into that JB Hi-Fi tomorrow, buy Call of Duty, and have to buy a PlayStation Plus subscription. So it's gonna cost me like $150.
Hug you after the show.
Are you getting it?
No.
Yeah, but Mace's like, woo, FPS.
Yeah, no, I'm actually really keen to play, and I've got like a couple of mates who are all really G'd up about it too. So I figured this is gonna be.
I might
Yeah.
know
The
you've got it,
weekend.
'cause we can 2v2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good. I mean, I'm gonna be terrible. So as long as you're happy with having a handicap, that's okay.
Have a backpack.
But yeah, I'm really keen for that, and I actually finally finished Astral Chain this week.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh, I got a day where I just got out of the garden because I've been building a trellis to plant my Chinese white star jasmine.
What?
If you guys know.
Wow, fancy.
Anyway, yeah, well, I didn't want to attach it to the fence because the fence is basically falling over. So I thought I need to build a trellis because eventually, when this fence goes, I don't want my entire beautiful wall of jasmine to be ripped down with it. So I had
Yeah,
to.
you don't want to destroy that jasmine.
I went to Bunnings, and you know when you like don't know what you're doing?
Yep.
And they know you don't know what you're doing. So
That's me every time I
got
walk
this
in.
horrible thing where like I bought these massive sort of like steel frames that I could, you know, I thought I could fit in my car.
trying to
I
picture
was
this, yeah.
really wrong.
Okay.
And then like I walked out of the Bunnings, tried to fit them in my car. They weren't getting in. So then I had to walk of shame back into the Bunnings and be like, these don't fit in my car. And they're like, oh, you can hire a trailer. Like we'll give it to you complimentary. And I'm like, okay, I've got a tow bar. And they're like, all right, well it's over there. You can go get it. And I'm like, I've never used a trailer before. And they're like, oh, okay, well, like, do you reckon you can work it out? I'm like, no. You're going to have to send me out an employee so that I can get my
attach
own
this.
car hooked up. And he was
They gave
giving
you this trailer for free.
yeah, if you spend like a certain amount,
Yeah,
it's
that's
complimentary. It's complimentary for like an hour or whatever it is. I live around the corner.
Hmm.
But it was so embarrassing because I think his name was Frankie. It was something very like,
Frankie.
it was manly. Right? And he was like this gruff old Italian bloke. And he's basically saying, oh, don't worry, you're young, you won't know how to do trailer. But I'm like,
I'm going to
mate,
change the name of this podcast to like Better Games and Gardens or something.
that
The adventure.
is the best idea I've ever heard you have. My God. But
Do a spin-off.
basically,
Frankie.
yeah, Frankie was basically saying that to drive the trailer, I had to know how to use the trailer. So he was walking through like, oh, you might want to attach this here. And then I would fuck it up. I would stuff it up. And he'd be like, oh, no, you got to flip it upside down. And then, oh, you got to tighten this. And you got to do that.
wow.
Eventually, I had to like do 10 laps of the car park until I was confident enough driving with
You'd
this
have
trailer.
to do like a learner's permit.
It was bad. And then I finally got back from home, back to the Bunnings to return it. And I thought, I'm good enough.
Oh,
You try to back it in.
I can reverse this trailer into its
Oh,
spot.
yeah, that's tough. Yeah, they're
Straight away, it went the wrong way.
Jackknife.
And I knew it was going to go the wrong way too. So I'm like, I'm going to go that way. And I tricked myself into going the wrong way. Anyway, It was a lot of fun. But I managed to beat Astral Chain.
That's the
Back to
story.
the
We
point.
went to there.
And I gotta say, even though it is like just ridiculous Japanese action over the top, Platinum know how to make a finale. Like the last hour of that game is just so intense and so epic to watch. Even though the story is pretty predictable, I really liked it. So it's one of those games that even though
I'll need to give it a go.
I know it's not super popular, but if it drops in price and you want to give a game a go, and it's quite long. Like if you don't do the side missions,
Yeah,
you can
it
probably
sounds
blast through it quickly. But I was doing a lot of them, and it took me a good 25 hours.
Wow.
So it's a decent game.
Yeah.
That's what we've been playing on Must Play.
God,
Of course, you can head over to mustplay.net.au for all the latest and greatest on what we've been up to, which at the moment I think is one article a week. Have we uploaded anything besides my Google review?
Well, we have our interview from last week
Of course.
with Luke Lancaster.
Oh my god, how rude of
I
you.
know. How bad was that? I'm sorry, Luke.
Anyway, it was all
it's
things
up on the
PAX,
website,
which
so
has
check
done
it
really
out.
well actually as an article. People are loving that PAX article. 80,000 people at PAX is no small feat. It's time for us to eat Mexican food, so thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Mark, that's Jules, that's Dave. He's a dad, I'm not a dad. And I can't wait for Call of Duty
Gardener.
tomorrow. We're going to have fun. We'll see you next week.